And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Schwan Super Rink, the home of the Youth 14 Tier 1 League Playoff. We also have the 15s going at it as well as the girls. There have been 3 quality tournaments going on, and we are very happy to be bringing what's been a wonderful weekend of hockey right here at MinnesotaHockey.org. I'm Pete Wagner, and we have a game that'll keep one team alive to move on to play for third place tomorrow in the morning at 9:15. This contest is going to be the Voyagers versus the Polars, as they have both worked their way into this game with a right to play for third place and a possible third seed to the upcoming Minnesota District Playoff next week. And that'll be played out in lovely Plymouth, Minnesota at the Plymouth Ice Arena. We'll have the opening face-off coming up for you in a moment. We'll take a quick look at how the Polars got here. Now, the Polars were victims of their first, they won their first game. That one by a score of 3-2 in overtime over the Lakers and fell to the Green Giants 4-2 in the semifinal round game earlier today. And they'll be down in the semifinal of the third place game. And they'll be taking on the Voyagers, who opened up their tournament with a 3-2 shootout loss at the hands of the Walleye. And then they came back and won by a score of 5-1. That one over the Blue Ox, and that set them up to be where they are right now. Nonetheless, it's the Lakers and the Moose and the Voyagers and the Polars, the last 4 teams left of the third place bracket. A total of 8 teams in this tournament got this thing going, and there's going to be 3 that continue on as we prepare to bring you the second semifinal game. By the way, you can check out the other action too, as it's embedded and posted from throughout the arena. 3 games streaming live simultaneous, and we're happy to be bringing all of them to you here this evening. The Polars are in white and the Voyagers in orange. Polars moving from right to left across your computer screen or tablet or phone, if you will. And the opening face-off controlled and handled by the Voyagers as they play that off the boards. Long pass picked off, and there's a chance they score! Oh, right out of the box. A big goal scored there by the Voyagers as they wasted no time on that one. Andrew Dowd forces the turnover. That's Cole Antcliffe that gets the job done just 12 seconds into this contest for the quick 1-0 lead. So we'll fire it right back up here. Back at center ice. Face-off win this time by the Polars as they're going to try to work their way into the offensive zone, but your goal scorer there, Cole Antcliffe with it, plays that back up into the neutral zone. Big check thrown in front of the bench area. Spirited affair so far here in the early going. Another pass picked off, and here come the Polars across the line. On the puck, it's Isaac Baker. His shot is steered aside. A one-timer from the left point, stick save up into the glove. And that one taken by the Polars, number 19, Max Rudd. And the save made in goal by the Voyagers, Ian Kangas.
Number 6, Cole Antcliffe. From number 14, Aiden Dowd.
That's Antcliffe from Dowd. As we brought to you moments ago, 14-15 to go, 1-0 under the stick foot race. Speed. Speed on this one. Body position wins out. Speed stays with it. And now here come the Voyagers. Shot they look to go up top. That one was partially deflected into the corner. It goes. That rolls the stick. Now here's a foot race for it. Back come the Polars. In on goal. Anderson holds to the back end. Oh, what a save! Oh, beautiful save there as Kangas slides to his left and makes the save. Penalty coming up. It'll be a slashing call. Now the power play for the Polars is a slashing call on the Voyagers, number 15, Bryce Vest. Will put him in the sin bin for 2 minutes. Now remember, you cannot ice the puck while shorthanded. It doesn't help you. It's one of the big rule institutions here in hockey, and I think the great thing about it is why would you reward a team for being shorthanded for being able to fire it down the ice if you can't do it when you're even strength? That one off the post. A bid there put in by Will Anderson. He's had a couple of chances here in the early going. Now it's going to be handled by Leyland. Leyland stays on the puck as it's played back down. And now it's once again the Polars in control with it. Zach Miller is there. He spun off the puck, controlled now to the corner. Leyland with it, looks back up high to the point. Nice pass. Left something behind there, and the Voyagers back the other way. Blomdahl with it to the backhand, trickles that one through the goal mouth area as the puck will be played back into the corner. 1:12 to go in the power play here for the Polars as they'll break back up ice, angling across to the near side. Good speed to the corner, escape to set this one up high to the point. Quick wrist shot, trickles through. Leyland tried to shovel from the slot area. That initial shot taken by Brevik. He'll get it back now from the left point, quickly off the boards, looking for an angling forward, but instead, stepping up for the Voyagers to make the play was Ty Donahue. Rolling puck back into the Voyagers zone. Power play for another 40 seconds for the Polars, who are in white. The Polars will play this one back behind on the stick now for a centering feed that fails to click as it'll be chipped down and batted with a hand. No hand pass there, handled by the Voyagers at the line, but not out. Quick snapper goes up high over the top of the goal. That shot taken by Mueller from the right point. Nice controlled shot there, but misses the mark as the carry will be played to the line, but not out. Another snapshot deflects in wide of Kangas. That one taken by Nolan Mueller once again. Back behind the net, 3 to go in the power play. It'll be full strength, 5-on-5 hockey. The Voyagers kill off their first penalty. 0 for 1 in the power play are the Polars. Now it's the Voyagers in control. They lead 1-0, a goal 12 seconds into the contest. And we stand at that with 11 minutes and 39 seconds to go in here in the first period. Winner stays alive for the right to pick up a 3rd seed to play next week in the districts. That one wide. By the way, we'll have all of those games streaming free live as well right here on MinnesotaHockey.org. Now a penalty coming up. This one's going to go against the Polars. This one down in the corner, a heavy hit. Cross-checking will be the call. Joey Driver out of Buffalo, Minnesota gets called for the cross-check. We'll reset there. Face-off controlled and handled now by the Polars as they'll find an opening. Smooth little play there. The ice will only just get you a face-off in your own zone. And here they come back up ice. On the move, that's Aincliffe, who has the game's lone tally. Coming over to the near side now, handling it. It's Hunter Bischoff, and it's sent back through. Another Bischoff working his way through the system. Jonah, of course, the most recent from Grand Rapids. Jake, of course, the older brother. Went on to play for the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. Now they're back behind the net. Ooh, they had a shallow angle opportunity there. That one fails to click. Cole Young in goal for the Polars. And back to the corner they go with it. Ethan Lund off the boards. And the puck will be trickled back into the zone. And here come the Voyagers. Nice little work through the neutral zone there. Lund with it again. Ethan Lund controls, looks to the slot area. It's picked off. They're going to be forced to carry it out of the zone. Bumped off the boards. Handled neatly there on the move with his Josh Kern. Kern ridden off the puck. It's going to be gathered in by Troutwine of the Voyagers. Nice little pull there as they go up over the top of the goal. Nice opportunity. Taking a swat at that was Kern. Kern loses the handle. Power play continues for 10 more seconds for the Voyagers. They hold the 1-0 lead. Back in behind the net. Little bit of a battle. They had a hook and a hold, so much to the chagrin of our parent to the left, we're going to play on. Well, now we have a penalty coming up as well, and here we go. So it's going to be a hooking call. That stick got in there a little too long. Grant Groucho will go out of Cokato, Minnesota. Power play once again for the Voyagers. They're 0 for 1 with their man advantage. This is their second. 9:10 to go in the first period. As the puck is turned over high in the slot area. Quick shot. Oh, deflected there. Nice job. Kern was there. As it's the Polars who look to make a move on that with some good body position down low. Del Greco with it. Controls the puck. Plays it back up to the line. Now it's Troutwine with it. Plays it back down low. Gets it back up high. Troutwine from the right point. His pass had a moving Del Greco. And the puck will be played up to the line. Troutwine is there again. Gets it back. His shot deflects. Del Greco and Troutwine working well together on this power play. There he is, Del Greco. Nice little move there to get away from trouble as they maintain possession of the point. Quick touch pass back in behind the net. Too far for Del Greco, but Troutwine will come over to make the play. He's there in the right corner. And now they're going to play it back out of the zone. Penalty back behind the play. They have an interference call. That's going to be on the Polars. It'll put a 5-on-3 for 1 minute. And then it's going to be the Voyagers looking to add to their 1-0 lead here with 8:15 to go in the first period. Ben Miller is going to go. Face-off win back up to the right point. That gets away from the defenseman there. Grant Groucho. Now turning back up ice on it, it's Joey Driver. 5-on-3 for the Voyagers as they control. On the right side, they look back up high to the point. Groucho has room to work. Flips one through. That one dribbles wide of the mark. The carom will be picked up and handled by the Bischoff. Now to the far side. There's a shot that gets through traffic. Handled now by the Voyagers. They play back in behind. Ancliffe with it as he plays that through traffic. One-timer misses the mark as the big carom comes all the way back up to Ancliffe. He controls, plays to the left corner. Oh, nice give and go. Quick shot. Oh, that's right off the pad. Nice save there by Cole Young in goal. That was beautiful. Good, quick positional save there. They dodged the bullet. Now it's 5-on-4 for another minute as the Voyagers will break out. Polars now with 3 penalties. They're 2 for 2 on the PK thus far. Want to keep it 3 for 3 in the score, a 1-goal deficit at 1-0. Puck back into the corner it goes. Played back up to the hash marks as they're going to walk this one down low. Once again, controlled by the Voyagers. As they look to try to work through the back door, that hops the stick. And tucked back down into the corner. Ancliffe with it, behind the net. He's going to give it off into the corner. Nice save once again by Young as there's an opportunity. It was Vest on the play, Bryce Vest of the Voyagers. 13 to go in the man advantage. Quick snapper, that's blocked. Good defensive play there by the defense. And they'll turn and shoot that one. Deflect. Oh, puck was loose. And now it's handled again by the Voyagers. Ethan Lund to the corner. Quick snapper, blocker pad save up off the end boards. It's 5-on-5 hockey now. As it's going to be the Polars looking to outlet. That's off the back of the skates and sent back up into the neutral zone. Quick pass to the right wing wall as they'll play this one in across the line. Puck bounces through. Good defensive position there by the Voyagers. Now some help for the Polars down low. Anderson is there. Loses possession and back out of the zone come the Voyagers. On it now is Lund. Right wing side, that's for the outstretched stick of Dowd that fails to click. Dowd set up the game's first goal scored by Ancliffe. And once again, it's going to be back in behind the net. Polars will look to break out to the left side. Wanted to ring it, then thought better and tried a straight pass, which was blocked. Now back up to the left side. It's Sturl with it. Plays it back in behind the net. DeMars is there. He's bothered on the play. Spun off the puck as it comes to the near boards. 5:04 to go in the period. Quick shot that's deflected wide of the mark. That came from high on the left point. There's a redirect again that misses. That one from Sturl. And it's picked right back up again by the Voyagers. Buzzing here in the offensive zone. A lot of energy they've picked up from that last power play. Controlled once again back into the corner. Sturl is there. He better hurry because he's going to be watched. Does a nice job of keeping that puck alive. Back up to the right point. Snapshot that's blocked in the wickets there momentarily. They score! Oh, from the low slot area, Henry Sturl picks up a loose puck. Swats at that and puts that upstairs for the 2-0 lead. Face off one and played off the boards. Back into the neutral zone it goes.
At 4:31, number 7, Henry Sturl. Number 2, Dominic Thomas. And number 3, Samuel Sturl.
Thomas and Sturl on the assists. Of course, Samuel Sturl to Henry Sturl. 2-0 Voyager lead. They're going to carry this one back into the corner. Behind the net it goes. Right wing on the breakout. They're regroup and fire it back up. Will the Polars. 3:50 to go here in the first period. And back up ice they go. That one gets underneath a stick and off some skates and handled once again. At center ice, getting away from one man. That's Bischoff with it. His shot's wide of the mark. As the Polars will look to regroup out of their own zone with the Voyagers jumping all over that one. Nice setup, big save there by Young. That hits traffic on its way through and it's picked back off. And now it's going to be handled once again by the Polars across the line with speed. Leyland is there. Look to play it to the corner, gets spun off the puck, and back the other way they come. That's deflected in by the Voyagers' Lucky Bischoff. They play it to the near side. Back at center ice. Going to play it right back in. Here come the Voyagers on the forecheck. Sturl is there. It's Henry Sturl. They'll try to find a man to the net. Will the Polars. Kern is on it. The big frame off the end boards. Brooks is there to the line. That one wide of the mark. Kangas looks on. And they're going to play back up. Nope, to the point they're going to hold it down low and walk off the wall. Miller stripped of the puck and back the other way they go with Del Greco. He'll be pulled away from the puck from Kern. Sends a pass through traffic, gets it back. Shot save. Kangas goes from left to right very well. Covers the post. Very smooth goaltender here for the Voyagers. Left wing side off the boards. On an angle picked up by Blomdahl as they play that one. And oh, they got a late man. Oh, that's Bischoff off the top of the goal. Hunter Bischoff. Now that one misses the mark. Voyagers in control, and back out of the zone they come. Bischoff will send that one in deep, wide of the mark. And back behind the net, it's Ben Miller. Outlets to the right wing side. Flips a pass high in the air. Off the boards it goes. And back come the Voyagers. Across the line. That's deflected away. 1:15 to go in the period. 2-0 Voyager lead. Out front they go with it. That one fails to click. Back up to the line. On it for the Voyagers, it's Donahue. Plays that one down to the right wing side. There's a shot. They score! That one down low. Coverage broke down in front of the goaltender, Cole Young, and they take the 3-0 lead. Voyagers with a really nice period here so far. As we heard, 1 minute remaining in the first period. 3-0 the score in favor of the Voyagers as the Polars will look to try to break out of their zone. There's a chance. That's Hunter Bischoff with the goal. Cole Ancliffe was on that, and Ethan Lund as well on the assists. At center ice to the line, but could not get it deep. We got a half minute remaining in the period. There's Leyland with it. Dances away from one man from the top of the right circle to the dot. Shot save, Kangas. Rebound trickled on him. However, it's the Voyagers that control and play this rink wide to the left wing side. Sent, played right back in. Behind the net now on it is the Polars. That's controlled and out of the zone. Nice little play there. Rudd stays on it, and he'll be jammed for his efforts. And that does it for the end of the first period. The score is the Voyagers 3 and the Polars nothing. It's been an impressive start to this contest so far for the Voyagers. And we start the second period now with the Polars and the white sweaters moving from left to right. The Voyagers holding the 3-0 lead. Young makes the stick save as there's an opportunity from the top of the left point sent back down to the corner as the Voyagers stay on that puck with Ethan Lund. Put to the slot area, nobody home, and it's played off the left wing wall. Guided down the boards. Sturl was there. Now it's Rudd. They play that one through the neutral zone. Hunter Bischoff there has a goal tonight so far for his club. Nice job to control that puck by the Polars. That's Hayden Walters from Sartell. Back in behind the net. The chance in front. Kangas sees it. Nice job to stay focused and down. Didn't give up any ground off that goal line and covers it up. Hangs on to that for the faceoff coming up out inside the zone to his right. Face-off win as the puck is chipped to the left wing side. The Polars and the Voyagers here from the Schwan Super Rink. We've got the 2017 Youth 14U Tier 1 League playoffs with the districts coming up next week from the Plymouth Ice Arena. There's a shot in on Kanga, sees it, nice job. Kind of bats away at it. That one doesn't get through, and it's poked away back to center. Slam back into the zone by Grachow, and it's going to be picked up by Troutwine from his own end for the Voyagers. Now they control to the right wing. Johnson with it across the line. A couple of big frames doing battle there. He was stood up by Vest, as it's still on the puck, though, for the Voyagers. Johnson. Actually, that was Brevik that stood him up, not Vest. Now the puck is played off the boards. Body check thrown. Look out, they're going to be offside right at the line there. Couple minutes in here to the second period. Score reads 3-0 in favor of the Voyagers. Up across the line come the Polars as they play this one in deep. Ben Miller was there, stays on the puck. Ferocious forecheck there. Gets that to Mueller, who plays that one wide of the mark. And it's the Voyagers that look to work through the neutral zone, and they do, and just offside. Sneaking in a little bit quick there was, I believe that was Dominic Thomas. Quick pass back up through center ice. Polars control. Lohman was there. Now they're going to work across the line. That one's off a pair of skates. Sent back behind by the Polars' Ben Miller. Up to the right wing side it goes. And now it's handled up off the stick there. Leyland was there. Try to find his man to the left wing side in A.J. Lohman. Regroup in their own zone with Mueller. Leyland off his stick. Too far for him. Nice job with the body there by Del Greco. Been impressed with his game so far. Good on 5-on-5. Really solid on the power play. Puck is swept into the zone by Thomas. And back behind their net go the Polars. Ben Miller was there. And it's going to be pushed back in behind the net. Leyland now takes the loose change with some speed across the line. He'll carry this one down low. Escapes, nifty job there. Makes some room, heady play. Nope, that one's going to be just offside. And so they're going to have to hold up into the neutral zone as it's played back in. Deep and behind the net it goes. Polars giving chase. On the puck now it's Walters. He gets away from one man, kicks it back into the corner. Waiting on the puck there is Anderson. As he loses the handle, the puck will be rung the boards. And out of the zone come the Voyagers. Nice little pass. They spring a man in on goal. Bischoff plays to the right wing side. Oh, and a nice save there by Young. Right to left. Pads. Works the butterfly save to precision. Puck will be deflected, redirected in. And controlled once again by the Voyagers. Or the Polars, rather. On it now, it's Walters. He loses the handle. Not out of the zone. They'll turn and send that one toward the goal mouth area. That gets away from everybody. And it's going to be the Voyagers to regroup as they look back up ice. Deflected off a stick in deep. And to center ice it goes. Nice touch pass there. Antcliffe takes over. Gets some help. Poked off the stick by Bischoff. And in to help him out is number 13, Gavin Blomdown. He'll headband the puck. That gets away from the stick. Foot race ensues. That was Carl Kindgren, and that failed to click, icing the call as we bring it back down. Stick save by Kangas, steers that one off to the left side as it's going to be the Polars once again. Now 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Top of the slot shot, save. Kangas looks that one right into the catch glove, hangs on. The faceoff will come up to his left. Face-off win and handled. Played off to the right wing side. Out of the zone they come. The Voyagers with it. Behind the net. That's controlled and handled. Off the boards to the line. Snapper off the toe of the skate. Stick rather nearly redirects its way into the goal. Kept alive there by the Voyagers. Dowd as he made a nice read on that breakout attempt. And they're going to play it to Antcliffe to the right side. Sends back in behind the net. Young looks on to the right of his cage for the Polars as they play this one up to the line but not out. Mishandled momentarily by Antcliffe as he makes a nice move to keep possession. Steps away from one man, but good position turned in there by Gavin Brooks. And we have a penalty coming up in that series of play there. And we have a hooking call. This one will be the Polars. Winner of this game is going to play tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. We'll have it right here for the third place game, and that's a opportunity to go to the next round, which is going to be the district playoffs in Plymouth. At the line, but not out. Wow, knocks the stick right out of the hands of the goaltender, Cole Young. Quickly gets the stick back to him. And now they regroup. Here's a shot. That one up over the top of the net. And the net gets knocked off its post. That was a dicey moment there, as the defenseman was grabbing sticks and handing them off and doing all kinds of things. Clean win by the Voyagers on the faceoff as they'll walk this one up to the line. Troutwine, snapper, blocker pad save. That one sent the length of the ice after that bid. Icing your call, as we'll bring it back. You know, your natural reflex is to just clear it on the PK. You've been conditioned to play that. I think that's going to be one of the hardest rules to get used to in all of hockey. But you really, when you think about terms of what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, completely does from the perspective of why are you rewarded when you're shorthanded and you had a penalty with the ability to throw it down the ice. When you're 5-on-5, you can't. Now, in the NHL, it'll be interesting. You can't change after you ice the puck, so you could be ragging out a long shift and just be absolutely in trouble. And at obviously the younger levels, if you ice the puck, you can do the wholesale changes all you want. Now it's Troutwine with it to the near side. Brachow takes this one low. Actually invert those two names. Now it's going to be Brachow from the right side. That's the puck will trickle to the near side. Troutwine takes a swing at it. Instead, coming away with that puck, it's going to be Gavin Blomdahl off the glass and into the Voyager zone. 52 to go in the power play. 7:52 to go in the second period. Long pass too far. Now it's going to be an icing call on the Voyagers, as will take the penalty kill face-off into their zone with the Voyagers holding the power play. Polars going to be very happy with that. Kern on the draw. Took a little stick there. Shaken up on the play there was a Voyager player. 35 to go on the man advantage. Voyagers with it. Play that one off the right wing side as they control to the left. Looked up the middle. That fails to click. Does it have enough for an ice? It won't. And it's going to be handled by the Polars. Mueller was there. Bothered on the play. Voyagers in control now with DeMars. Back up ice it goes. And it's controlled and surveyed. Off the boards. And it's going to be handled once again by the Polars as they play rink wide D to D. They'll turn this one back in behind the net. Polars now at full strength. Kick to safety. The Voyagers, check throw on there. Looks like an interference call is going to be coming up on the Voyagers. Oh, he's going to take two guys anyway, so that ended that rush. Little activity behind the play there. A lot of communication going on there between the coaching staff and the official. He just put his hand up and said, no more. It's a power play right now as there's coincidentals and an extra minor. And that's up on the clock right now. The Polars working the power play. They have a fresh 2 minutes up. Now they're down to 127. Back out of the zone come the Voyagers. Across the line they go. Wrist shot in on goal. Young the save as he hangs on to that one. At the line, but not out. Held in by the Voyagers. Young got handcuffed on that one. Hung on to it as it rolled up on his pillow. And he hung that one. Hung on to it for the faceoff coming up inside the zone with 5:56 to go here in the second period. Voyagers now will control as they play this one off the boards. Up high in the air it goes. Polars now look to break out of their zone as they advance it for Lohman. He's bothered on the play there as Henry Sturl back in behind the net now for the Polars. Breivik has it to the left wing side. They try to keep it alive, and out of the zone they go. Here's a big blast that goes up off the netting and out of play. 17 seconds to go in the power play for the Polars, who trail 3-0. And 5:08 to go here in the second period. A reminder, of course, we're going to do the ice at the conclusion of this period. We'll bring you on for the third period. Winner moves on to play in the third place game, and that will give the winner of that game tomorrow morning. That plays out early on. The third seed to the district playoffs the following week. Body check thrown off the boards. There's a wrist shot that's pushed through. That's going to be played back to the left wing side as the Voyagers look to break out. We're 5-on-5 now. Under 5 minutes to go at 4:45 on the clock. Polars have been pretty much held at bay offensively here this evening. And when they've had their chances, Kangas, let's see if here he is on this one. Stick safe, steers it aside calmly. On that bid from the Polars that came through by Noah Mueller. Pulled out of the corner. One-timer. Kangas saw it at the last second. Another big shot taken there. There's one that's scooped up off the ice. And that's going to be hung on to by the goaltender, Kangas, and will face off to his right. Leyland will lean in to take the face-off. That's pushed back into the corner. Voyagers with it. Play it back up. And back through the zone they go. There's a chance. It's pushed wide. Delayed penalties. Young races to the bench. Another power play coming up for the Polars. They maintain possession. They're going to play this one down the rail. Controlled once again to the line. There's a shot through traffic. That one fails to click. And we have a high stick coming up to the Voyagers. With 3:44 to go, the power play employed once again by the Polars. In on goal as that's covered up again by Kangas. Been very solid here tonight. Well, that's the exact same play. Start over again. Leyland, nice face-off win. Good body position there. Not the biggest kid out there, but boy, is he sharp and smart. Steered aside by Kangas. Nice battle in front of the net. Leyland in the middle of that as well. Now it's going to be a foot race for it. Poked free and on goal. Young the save. He's going to hang on. And we have a slash. Penalties are starting to stack up here in the second period. So that one will go on the Polars. It's going to be 4-on-4 for minute 37. Back behind the net go the Polars now. 3:15 to go in the second period. Mueller looks up ice. That's deflected away, and it's going to be played back into safety. Off the skate there. Handled now by the Voyagers. That's Dowd. And it's played back through. No ice on the play. As they'll race out of the zone with it with Vest. Plays it to the right wing side. Fought away from Johnson. Controlled by the Polars. Nice work down the rail there. On that play for the Polars, that was Walters. And they'll regroup into the neutral zone. Now it's Bracho with a shot that's high and wide for the Polars. Fails to click. And back in behind the net. Voyagers will break to safety. Nice little inside-out move. The old, how's she going? Across the line. Lund with it. Tries to go up top, short side. No go. 32 to go in 4-on-4. The abbreviated power play then employed by the Voyagers coming up. 2-on-2 at center. In on goal. Kangas says, I'm going to cover this and take the safety valve. The faceoff will come up to his right. Uh-oh, 2-on-1. Nice pass there. In on goal. Antcliffe finds his man in front. Scores! That's about as well executed as it gets right there. So it's still 4-4 for 4 more seconds. And then the power play will pick up now for the Voyagers with 22 seconds of that time. 4-0 the lead. The Voyagers with an impressive goal moments ago. Across the line they go. In front. Oh, pad save it a beauty. That'd be Caden Nelson from Cole Antcliffe and Samuel Sturl. No change. He had the hand up. He tried to get that done. And we face off inside the zone. 1:27 left in the period. Off the glass and up and out of play. We'll reset it back up into the polar zone. Face off, clean and won by the Polars as they look to break out of the zone. Both teams are now at full strength. 5-on-5. To the neutral zone it goes. That's pushed back to safety and controlled now by the Polars. Rudd with it. Big frame. Mentioned him earlier in the game. Carries this one down low. Kanga steers aside. Driver was there. To the line, but not out. Swung at there. 35 seconds to go in the period. Back behind the net. Voyagers, it's Dominic, or check that, Samuel Sturl with it. Back up into the neutral zone. Pushed off to the left wing side. They try to get inside on their man there, keep it alive. Now there's 16 to go in the period. Back up high it goes. Bischoff was there. Nice pass on the tape. Cross the line. Del Greco swung off his stick. And that pass was too far. Now Miller comes away with it. That does it for the period. Couple of goals in the first, couple more here in the second. The Voyagers in control. 4-0 as we go to the break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the face-off. Thanks for joining us here as the playoff hockey continues here of the 2017 Youth 14U Tier 1 League playoff from the Schwan Super Rink in Blaine, Minnesota. We're ready to start the third period. 5-on-5 hockey for these two clubs. Voyagers in their orange leading by a score of 4-0. They've had a pair of goals in each the first and second period. Looking to close this one out and move on to play tomorrow morning at 9:15 as they'll take on the winners of the Lakers and Moose. That one went final moments ago. We'll try to get a score for you on that one. Face-off win sent back into the Voyager zone. They look to control. Big check there before contact, heavily into the boards. Voyagers club love that one. Now they're on it now with Samuel Sturl, as that's in on goal as Kangas makes the save. Sturl stripped of the puck. There's a shot. They try to go high glove. Puck's loose. They score! Bowlers on the board. That original shot taken by DeCry. And then the puck buried off the back door for the Polars. That's Hayden Walters as they strike early. Now 4-1 games turn into a 3-goal lead for the Voyagers as they regroup. Bischoff plays ahead. That's chipped back into the zone as he'll get it back in his own zone for the Voyagers. Off the boards and lugging this one. They try to find Del Greco, but stepping up there, it's going to be Rudd. His pass fails to click. Will Anderson was there. And it's played ahead at the line. Rudd keeps the line. Snapper wide of the mark. Here they come again. Del Greco now takes it from the corner. Misfired there. A little extra hop in the step here for the Polars as they work the forecheck. They'll come across the line to try to make a play. Back up into the neutral zone it comes. Across the line. That one's deflected. Now Del Greco fakes the clearing attempt. He's bumped on the play, gets a little bit of help from Bischoff, plays to an open corner, and the Voyagers will take over with Johnson. Plays up through everyone. That's going to make it the length of the ice for an icing call with 13.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Face off, controlled and played in. Kangas the save. Hangs on to that loose change. We'll face off to his left once again. Pulled back, up high to the point. That's deflected wide of the mark. Oh, down awkwardly, penalty coming up. Boarding will be the call. So after the boarding call, it'll be a power play now. Boarding obviously gets the misconduct as well. That's part of the rules. So as they're going to play this one and handled out by the Voyagers. Out of the zone, Polars in control. And to the right wing side it goes. course, Boarding gets the 2 and 10. That's what the extra player in the box is for. Bump this off the boards. The Polars will come away with it. As Brooks with it to the point. Deflected save. Kangas rebound. Poked at there by the stick of Isaac Baker and covered up by Kangas. 1:19 to go in the Polar power play. 12:35 to go in the third period. 3-goal lead now for the Voyagers. So far, it's been a really nice start to this period for the Polars. Exactly what they needed. Back to the corner it goes. Voyagers now control it. Bischoff plays ahead. Waiting on that puck. Playing it through. Dowd with it. Plays it to the corner. Or tries to, if you will. And now it's played back up into the Voyager zone, killing some time in the penalty. 1 minute to go on the power play. Ancliffe on the backhand. Tries to chip the zone. Couldn't. And it's going to be guided right back in by the Polars. They'll wait on that puck, and it's going to be handled now by Donahue. Taken away up to the line. Nice job by Mueller to keep that alive. As the puck deflects up high in the air to the slot area. Loose puck. Oh, they had a man open down low. Leyland in the slot area. Shot from the point by Mueller in on goal, and that's handled by Kangas, and he covers it up. The face-off to his right. Sharp face-off win there. Swatted at and played back in and behind. Troutwine is there. Takes a swat at that. Gets it back himself. Plays it to center. Across the checkered. And it's going to be Ancliffe with it. Oh, he had a late man sliding down the slot area. That was Troutwine. That one fails to click. 2 seconds on the power play for the Polars. That'll do it. And we're 5-on-5 once again. Regrouping are the Polars. High in the neutral zone. That's deflected away. Comes off the stick, though, of the Voyager player there. Dowd and sent back in. Now it's going to be played out by Nelson. Gets through everyone. No ice on the play. As they're going to play this one off the corner. Bumped again off the boards. Nice job to get away from the forecheck. On the breakout. Out of the zone they go. DeCry was there with it. Turned it over. That's going to be handled once again now by the Polars in their own zone. As they go back and retreat with Rudd. Plays it to the far corner. For Aitner. And it's played back across the line. Brooks with it. Played away by Del Greco. To the corner it goes. Back in behind the net. Body check off the end boards. Voyagers maintain possession, just content to poke to center. Played up along the wall, kept alive by the Polars. They look to play this one down. Here's an opportunity brewing, but a nice defensive play down there by Bischoff. Executes with the stick. Back up the other way come the Voyagers. Blomdahl was there. He'll chase his own puck to the corner. Blomdahl gathers it off, plays it, little give and go out of the corner. Quick race shot off the post. Rolls up off the stick to center ice area. They're just going to send it in deep and get the forward partial change. Anyone will come off. They touch up and go back to work on the forecheck. And a penalty coming up off the boards there. Oh. So 2 parents have been tossed from the game. So the official now talking with the Voyagers coach. We're going to wait here for a minute, calm things down. Now the Polars coach wants to get things going, and they're going to continue the discussion. Now it's Leyland with it. He's going to turn back up ice. 1:48 to go. And it's going to be controlled at the neutral zone. Nice little move there by Rudd. Now Leyland takes it over, finds some real estate, accelerates, tries to go to the inside, but he's stopped there cold in his tracks by Troutwine. Back behind in the corner it goes. Miller with it to the line. Deflected. There's a shot. Leyland, he had a backdoor opportunity. Right-handed shot off the left side of the cage, had a good opportunity. Rudd shot, saved by Kangas. 3-goal deficit for the Polars as they've really gone to work here in the third period. Taking advantage of some power play time as well. Leyland's shots deflected wide of the mark. Polars continue to buzz. Offensive zone. Here's a chance up high. Turning and shooting there was Breivik. Down to the corner goes the puck as they continue to try to play it up. Breivik is there in front. And it's going to be handled now by the Voyagers. Troutwine with it. They get away from one man. Rudd again with it. He finds some real estate across the line. Gets away from one man in on goal. Scores! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's 4-2. Polars are mounting a comeback here big time with 7:56 to go in the third period. So what was a timeout now taken by the Voyagers. What was a 4-goal lead has now dissipated to a 2-goal lead, the dreaded 2-goal lead. So obviously the Voyagers want to calm things down and get back to the puck possession game that they were working so well. All right, Voyagers looking to finish strong, and Polars want to continue their push. And they've got 8 minutes to get something done here with 7:56 showing on the clock. Anything can happen here, folks. It's kind of fun little third period here. The Voyager face-off win. Polars will regain possession. I hit Del Greco. Didn't like where that landed. That didn't feel too good. He'll be just fine. Shakes it off. Played rink wide. Back in. Polars are going to touch up. Right now, if you look at the ice from here, being at least in the building, you don't need to run the Zamboni on the Polars side of the end, as they have been all over it. Chip back through the goal mouth area. Del Greco ridden off the puck. It's sent right back into the Voyager territory up high. Loser of this game is finished. The winner continues on for districts, or at least the right to play the districts. There's a chance they score! Oh, just like that, they get the 3-goal lead back. 6:45 to go in the period. They stunt that one down a little bit. On that play, that was just a second chance effort and a rebound that went through from a shot, long shot off the right wing wall. Back the other way come the Polars, keeping the motor running here, if you will. Kern was there. Puck is played back in behind the net and around. Thomas was there for the Voyagers. A little bit of energy and spark in their game after they recaptured a 3-goal lead. Now at 5-2. On the tape, back the other way they go. To Rudd with it. No, check that. There's a chance on Kangas, makes the save for the Polars. That was Gracho as it's played back up in the neutral zone, handled by Blomdahl. He's spun off the puck. Defensive play by Kern. To the line it goes. In on Young, and he makes the save and hangs on. The faceoff will come up to his left. So the winner of this game will take on the Moose in the third place game tomorrow morning. That one at 9:15 on Rink 1 as the Moose were winners by a score of 5-2. They had a pair of empty netters in a very tight contest. Now it's handled across the line for the Polars. Miller behind the net, surveys up to the line. Rudd pulls it away from the oncoming winger, Henry Sturl. And here come the Voyagers back the other way. DeMars with it. Scores! DeMars to the low blocker pad side, found an opening and buries it off the back of the net. Back to the 4-goal lead with a 6-2 lead here with 5:23 to go. Looking kind of comfortable now are the Voyagers. Hannah. Across the line go the Voyagers as they control. Chip back up into the neutral zone. Off the boards it goes. Big body check there. And the Polars will control with Mueller back behind his net. Long pass to the left wing side as they look to break out. But it's the Voyagers to snuff that one out. That one's off a pair of skates at center. That's DeMars. They're going to play it rink wide. Looking back up ice. On the tape for Will Anderson. They're going to have to hold up. And it's swatted away. Mueller does a nice job to keep that puck alive. And that one's going to be covered up by Young with 4:29 to go here in the third period. Someone's missing a mouth guard, so they had to send him off the ice and put Rudd back in on. He steps on. Control back behind the net, rung the boards. To the near side, the Polars, Baker was there. To the slot area it goes. And it's chipped off the boards to center. Voyagers will regroup, backpedal in their own zone. Quick passing there. Handled and played back across the line. Nice pass, but that's snuffed out and played back in behind the net. Voyagers again, 2-on-2 through center. Ooh, that one fails to click, and it's Rudd who guides that in on goal as Kangas paddle down, steers it to his right. Samuel Sturl plays it up to the left wing side. Pitching down is Garacho as he tries to kick it to the corner. And taking it over now, it's going to be Troutwine. Plays it to the near side. Out of the zone there by Samuel Sturl. Hits traffic. And they're going to regroup, will the Polars. That was Kern with it. And at center, it's played in. No icing on the play as they'll change on the fly. And here come the Voyagers out of the zone. Across the center red line, pickpocketed there as it's played back and handled once again. Oops, fanned on there momentarily. And backpedaling in behind their own net. The snapshot, they score! Ooh, a seeing eye biscuit from right off the right wing wall, right about the hash marks. That makes it 6-3 with 2:58 to go here in the third period. .50-50, a face-off, not really 50-50. That was just pulled straight back by the Polars. Nice job there. Back down to the 3-goal deficit. Have to get to work with 2:50 to go. It's been a good third period here for this Polars team. They've outscored their opponent, the Voyagers, 3-1 in it. After trailing 4-0, the score now reads 6-3. Pass sent through wide of the mark. Rudd gathers in the puck, looks to play it up the line. And there's a long shot that buzzes wide of the mark. Big carom to the right wing side, and out of the zone they come. On the tape, Leyland with it. Gets away from one man, tries to stay on the puck, but instead cycles it down to the corner. Now Del Greco feeds ahead. The Voyagers on the move with Nelson. The shot saved by Young. Rebound, they score! That was number 2, Dominic Thomas, who picked up the loose change and buries it to the back of the net for the 7-3 lead. Another face-off pull back into the Voyager zone. The Polars continue the forecheck. The Cry plays it to the slot area, turning and shooting. That one's poked off the stick of Anderson. A little submarine action on the check. And back up the ice come the Polars with Mueller. In on goal, Mueller with it now. Gets away from him, shot again on goal, and that one handled by Kangas. Clean win by the Voyagers on the face-off as they play this one down the wall. Handled now once again by Walters. Here's a breakaway opportunity, but he's going to have to hurry. That one, let that one go. Little stick in there. The old how's she going? Sent back in to Voyager territory. They lead big by 4 here with 1:03 to go. Out front, there's a pass. Shot and attempt. There's Kangas shutting the door once again. Good work there by the goaltender. Thanks so much for joining us here this weekend so far. A total of 8 more games to go tomorrow. 3 on a pair of Rinks and 2 on Rink 5, home of Bethel. Across the line they go. They're going to hold the puck. That one's off the skate of the oncoming Vance Johnson. As it's picked up by the Polars, they poke it back up to center ice area. Dribbles into the neutral zone. Kern gets a stick on that. Looking to sidestep a would-be checker. There was Antcliffe. He opened the scoring here tonight early on, 12 seconds in. There's 24 to go in the period. From the blue line, that shot hits traffic. Buzzes wide of the mark. And it's going to be played up on the right wing side. Kern tried to find a man on the move. That fails to click. And Antcliffe with it. Walks the line with 4 seconds to go. Checked on the play. Up to the line it goes, and that's going to do it as the Voyagers come up with a 7-3 win. They've got a date with the Moose tomorrow at 9:15. We'll have it for you right here on the MinnesotaHockey.org website. For our entire crew here, for everybody today, it's going to wrap it up for today's business. The final score, the Voyagers 7 and the Polars 3. I'm Pete Wagner. Good night, everybody.